And welcome again to Inner City Women. And today has been dedicated to United We Can. And we have as our guest today, David Didia, and we're going to be just talking a little bit about what United We Can is doing all over the world.
Yes, it's so exciting to see that through the ministry of United We Can, we've been able to plant churches in over 30 countries. I keep saying that, but it's just astonishing. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just in awe of what God is doing through our ministry, and to me, I just love to see the people who have been affected, you know, have been restored, the individuals that have been restored, families that have been restored, and the children of those in those families. It's just so. It's just so, it just tugs on your heart, you know, and I know that it really is the heart of God, you know, when it comes to, that's why it's so important to be a United We Can covenant partner, to be a part of this great ministry. You know, we can't all go to the missionary field, but we can go through our giving. And I think that's so important as a Christian, that we're involved in that. Not just the local, but that's important too, the local vision, but the global vision that God has for Victory Outreach. And to be a part of that, it's $1 a day. That's how I started, $1 a day. And when I started, I was homeless a month before that. Wow. So God did that through my life. He could do it in anybody's life.
Right. Run for Hope, that's coming up also.
Yes.
And that's part of United We Can. It's a United We Can effort, Run for Hope. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that as well.
Yes, Run for Hope is a United We Can effort. So every dollar that we raise through Run for Hope goes right to the missionary field again, to see all of these people that we're taking the gospel to throughout the world. And in some places where it's not even legal, huh? I mean, isn't it amazing how God has opened the door for Victory Outreach in these countries where it's in some cases it's dangerous to be a Christian, but yet God is giving us favor all around the world. And I mean, if you call yourself a Victory Outreach member, you should be a United We Can covenant partner. You should be a part of it.
How can they become part of Run for Hope? If somebody's watching right now, they don't know anything about it.
Well, the great thing about Run for Hope is you could sign up today by scanning the QR code on the screen, and it's free. You just sign up, you select what you want to do. It's, you know, we're doing what we love. So whatever that is, you can select an activity that you love to do, and you can do that activity, or whatever it is, you could do it to raise finances for world evangelism. And when you click this QR code, you're going to sign up. It's free. You're going to receive an email with your sponsorship link, and it's a personalized QR code that you can give to friends, family, co-workers, anybody that you want to solicit a donation from, and it takes them right there to your account that they could sponsor you immediately. So, and that's really it. It doesn't come out of our pockets. That's a great thing. You know, we go out and we get sponsors. So it comes outside.
So where do you get these sponsors?
Well, I go to my friends, my family. I always hit up my family. And I even go like to my dry cleaner, to our mechanic, to anybody that we do business with. We're doing business with them. And so then it comes time we can ask for a donation. And I got, from my dry cleaner, she gave me $50. And I was kind of shocked, but she did. I just asked, you know. And
when it first started, we just started by running for hope or walking for hope, and then it started just gradually. We started going to do what you love. That makes it so much easier.
Yes.
You can do whatever. If you don't want to run, a lot of you can't run. I don't run, and you could walk if you want, but you could also do whatever you love. And right now we have 2 videos. One is hiking for hope, and we have Cycle for Hope. And we're going to be able to show you what they're doing to raise money for Run for Hope.
Support world missions and do what you love.
My name is Nathan Coy. I'm 34 years old. I'm a product of our Victory Home.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 29 years old. I'm also a product of the Victory Homes. This year we're doing what we love.
We're going to hike for hope. Well, Run for Hope has impacted our lives because we're on our way to the mission field, and we know that these base churches are being financed from all the finances that are being raised all around the world through Run for Hope.
Every time I see that money is being raised for Run for Hope and United We Can, I see that souls are attached to those dollars all over the world.
This year, we're doing what we love.
We're hiking for hope.
This year, do what you love. Sign up today by visiting vorunforhope.org. Support World Missions and do what you love.
My name is Eric Robertson. I'm the pastor of Victory Outreach of Simi Valley. One of the things I love to do is cycle. And so this year I'll be cycling for hope. I cycle for hope because it's one of the things I love to do. Run for Hope to me is a great way for the body of Christ to come together and raise finances, but to also win the world for Jesus. And I know that some of us may never go, but our finances could go. And I just really want to be a part of just doing something great.
This year, do what you love. Sign up today by visiting vorunforhope.org.
I'm here with Pastor Ernie, and he is all the way from the Philippines. He's a missionary that answered the call to go into another part of the world, to go into another country. And Ernie, when did you first receive the call of God to the Philippines?
A week after I went into the men's home in 1986.
86? How many years is that?
This November will be 35 years
Wow.
that I've been saved. I got saved in Long Beach, and what happened is that I came out of prison. I went to go visit my mom. And me and my mom were drug addicts, and she got saved.
Wow.
So then she started going to the Victory Outreach there in Long Beach, and then I went to go visit her. And as the pastor was preaching, because they had a Thanksgiving dinner, and I went, and I already had felt something changing in my life. And so that's the day that I gave my life to Jesus Christ. And then I also went into the men's home. And the moment I started to learn how to pray, I just had a burden for Southeast Asia. And I prayed for like 18 years. And then the opportunity came in 2004 to go to the Philippines. And I've been there since. I even got married out there. And so
You married a Filipina?
yeah, I married a Filipina out there. We've been married over 2 years, and I just been there, and it's exciting to see what God's doing. Even during the pandemic, God's still moving.
I find it really interesting, or I don't know, that you could go to another country that you've never been to before and adjust. You adjust to the food, you adjust to the climate. It's very hot there.
Yeah, very hot.
That's a total change. And what makes you stay there?
The call of God. I knew that when I went, I knew that, I even told my pastor at the time when he sent me there, I says, okay, if I don't come back, it's your fault, because you guys know my burden. My burden is to be in Southeast Asia. And so we went, and I would come back every year, but I just end up over there. And then I met my wife, and we've been involved in ministry all them years. And then we got married over 2 years ago. And now we're overseeing the work that's there in Manila. And then we help out with Pastor Christian there in San Pedro. And we're just building and believing God to do.
Tell us about the need. Tell us about the need out there. I've been there.
Yeah.
I know we've been there. But let us know. Tell us what's happening out there.
One of the greatest needs that is opportunity for us out there is our victory homes. There's a massive need for meeting the drug addicts' need out there. They smoke what they call shabu. It's like a meth. And when I first got there, the way the government would handle the drug problem was that if you told them that you were a drug addict, they would put you into a mental institution, and they would use Thorazine and things like that. But now, since we had a new president, they had what they call Operation Double Barrel, which they actually go after the drug addicts.
Oh my God.
And what we've done,
When you say go after them, what do you mean by that?
they would go after them and execute them.
They actually shoot him?
Yeah, actually shoot
Wow.
them. And it became a big thing. And so what we started doing with the barangays there, the barangays are like little cities within the city. And what we did is we started doing Christian 12 steps because they started Operation Double Barrel Reload, which meant that they went back to it. But they put all the drug addicts on a list through the barangays, And then if they completed the program that we were offering, then they would take them off the list, and then the city will help them get jobs and become.
I hope you're listening to this. What Pastor Ernie is saying, that they would actually go, and if you were a drug addict, they'd just go do away with you. They just shoot you, kill you. That was their solution to the problem. Thank God that we have Victory Outreach. Thank God that there's an answer. I can't believe that some countries operate like this, but they do. But we go in there and we give them an answer. And it's all made possible because of United We Can.
That's right.
Yeah. And he said something heavy. He said if they come with us, they get off that list.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible that Victory Outreach,
Favor.
they look to us as the solution, right?
Yeah, because we have, what we did in that particular time when we started the Christian 12-step for the barangays, is we gave them a second opportunity, which is our victory homes. So if the individual was struggling, like they couldn't really overcome being out, because one of the requirements of being in our program was to go to church. And that's how we would be able to sign their cards, because they're, they're visible.
That's real smart, by the way.
That is smart.
And some of the other places thought it was kind of awkward, but we knew our purpose of why God called us there was to reach the drug addicts, treasures out of darkness. And so if we seen, because we had a follow-up team where they would come once a week to the church, and we would have our program there. It was a Christian 12-step, and we would take them through a process. But then at the same time, we had a follow-up team that every week they would go after these individuals, visit them at their house or whatever barangay they lived in, to make sure that they were doing okay. And then if we seen that they were struggling with it, then we would offer them the victory home, where they could go and be there for a year or whatever long it takes for them to overcome, and then being able to get them plugged back into society. But the church would be there as a hub to be able to minister to their families as well, because some of the guys that would come, they would come with their wives and kids, and so we would have the women there to minister to the family as well, so that way both needs are getting met, and God gets the glory.
We have a church in San Pedro.
Yeah.
And you're out right now. You're ministering in Manila.
Yeah, we have it's not officially a church, but we have a group of people that we meet there on Sundays, and as well as during the week. But when the pandemic hit, it kind of like closed everything down. So everything's being done online, even till today in San Pedro. We have like about 5 groups that meet online with the service there, and then we have 3 groups that meet on the weekends in Manila as well, and then we combine them until the pandemic goes down to what they call a moderate lockdown.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, is a lockdown.
How has United We Can played a part
Well,
in
it played
building the work of the Philippines?
It got us to a point where, because I got there in 2004, and the churches at that time were already self-sufficient. And so even now, one of the great things that's happening right now is the beginning of 2020, we started our own United We Can campaign to be part of the bigger picture of Victory Outreach International. And the moment that we started it, we had like about 30 members signed up right away to be part of United We Can. Till this day,
that's
they're still
awesome.
part of United We Can in their
They're
giving.
giving back.
Yeah, giving back.
So they don't just take, but they're giving back.
Exactly.
That is so
and I remember when I got there, people would see my badge and they would be like broken and so grateful because of the UTC that United We Can was able to help establish there, the homes and the church in the beginning stages. So they're real grateful. So when we came out with to be part of United We Can as well, to contribute, to the overall vision of our ministry, man, they were like for it. It was easy for them to sign up because they've seen the results of it in a third world country.
Yeah.
They're able to see the results of it. So it was a real blessing to experience that. And then
I don't know if you're blessed. I'm so blessed by hearing what Pastor Ernie has to say. Ernie, Natividad.
Correct, yeah.
I say it right, right?
Some people struggle with it. I'm like, no, it's
I
not
think
Christmas.
that- I'm so blessed to hear what he has to say about what's going on in the Philippines. That's really far away. It's thousands and thousands of miles away. And you know how you've been going there? You go by your giving. And you don't maybe attend there. You can't really go take a plane and go there, but you go by your giving. And that's what Run for Hope and everything that we're doing to raise finances is going to countries that need our help. David, why don't you address how they can be involved?
Well, the best way to get involved is to sign up by clicking the QR code. Let's scan to give. And, becoming a United We Can Covenant partner is really easy. You start off by giving $1 a day. It's just $1 a day, $30 a month. The best way to do it is to set up a recurring gift by scanning the QR code. Once you begin to give $30 a month, we're going to consider you a covenant partner. And you're going to give all year, and you're going to get your pins, you're going to get your discounts for the store, and then what we see is God blesses you through that. And when God begins to bless you, just like me, when I became a $1 a day member, God began to bless me, and then I challenged myself to the next level, or God would challenge me. God would speak to me, and I would go to the next level. And every time God would meet me, and then now I'm a Diamond member. I can't even believe I was a homeless man. Now I'm a Diamond Club member. And that's just what God wants to do. I'm not an example. I'm not an exception. I'm an example. Just like we're all an example of what God wants to do in your lives. And I just want to encourage you. I mean, when we were looking at statistics, only 7% of Victory Outreach members are faithful covenant partners that give on a regular basis. And I think that's just really, we should be somewhere at 50% at least. I really believe that.
If you are a member right now, the way to be faithful, the only way I know, is do direct debit. Because you try to mail it in or give it in the church. I mean, sometimes you'll miss. And we count on your gifts. We really count on them. So direct debit comes directly out of your account. That's the best way to give. And today is United We Can Day. I'm going to challenge you. If you're not a direct pay partner, I pray you'll become a direct pay partner today, because we really need to advance in this ministry of United We Can. And also, you could sign up for Run for Hope and be a part of everything that God is doing through this ministry. You could do what you love. Be a part and do whatever you love to do. If you're a baker, bake for hope. If you're a fisherman, fish for hope. If you're a hiker, hike for hope. Do whatever it takes to raise finances and help people like Ernie Natividad. I love to say your name. We could help ministries like this that are actually out there doing the work of the ministry. It's powerful to see he's dedicated his life. He's out there on the field. All we have to do is support these works, get them going. And I thank God that we're part of that. Don't you feel blessed to be a part of it?
And there's so many cities over there in that area, right? In all of Asia.
Yeah.
It's untapped, so we're going to be able to launch new works, new church plants.
That's our prayer.
Yes, and I know they have vision for that. I've heard him preach such vision for Asia. And so it's time to get a part, become faithful in the area of your giving. I like to say, when you love the Lord with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, then you're going to love people. It's automatic. I mean, the greatest commandment says to love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And what does it say? It says, likewise, in the same way, love your neighbor as yourself. So we can look around, we see people hurting, we see people lost, not just here locally, but globally. There's a tremendous need. And I know Victory Outreach, we hear the cry. So it's time to do something about it and be committed in our giving and get on board with Run for Hope. Run for Hope has already begun. And so right now, we're going to end the program right now with a music video all the way from Panama, one of our base churches, our third wave churches, and they are doing a music video, and it's all about Run for Hope.
En mí Thank you for tuning in today to our live broadcast. You too can also be part of giving right there where you're at, whether you're watching at home or on the go, simply by clicking on the link in the description below or through our Victory Outreach International app. Let's take a look at how easy it is to give.
Generosity made simple. Text VOI to 77977. Select the giving link. Enter your amount and gift type. If it's your first time giving, enter your payment details and confirm your gift. Thank you for your generosity. Now we can stay connected wherever you go. Download the Victory Outreach app and stay connected with Victory Outreach International. Get important updates and announcements. Learn more about our ministries. Stay connected with events, prayer requests, and more. Watch the latest video in our media section. Easily share content on social media within the app. Give from your phone in seconds. A convenient way to stay connected.